If I had to be stuck in a blizzard, why couldn't I be stranded in my sweet new apartment with the fireplace going and music playing? It's really starting to look nice there, right?
Yeah. I gotta tell you. There we go. When I first walked into that place, I thought these two divas aren't gonna last a week here, but I gotta admit, looks pretty awesome.
Thank you. Crimson would be a good place to be stranded, too. Middle of the night, Kateless, no phones. I could get caught up on my work for once. Or a spa, because I could really use a massage.
Yeah, well, sorry the accommodations aren't to your liking. I figured, compared to being stuck out there, freezing your little buns off in your wrecked car, a comfy couch and a cold beer might be nice.
Okay, I concede. This dump is definitely preferable to death.
I'm surprised with your vision you don't see it.
See what?
The potential. Man, with a little love, this place could rock. Now, if this...
I'm grateful for the roof over my head and the beer and the company. But other than a convenient shelter in a storm, what do you think this dump is good for?
It's perfect for a custom garage. Port Charles could use something like that, you know? A lot of high-profile people driving high-profile cars. They'd appreciate being able to take their vehicles to a real mechanic who knows the ins and outs of their car and how to fine-tune it.
And this sings to you why?
I love cars. Getting in the engine, finding out what it needs, fine-tuning it to make it go a little faster.
I never knew that about you.
Well, when I was in high school, that's when my father was really nuts. I was virtually a prisoner in his home. I had to find something to do to pass the time, so ended up being pianos and cars.
Then why in the world are you running around looking for work that has nothing to do with your passion?
Mechanic jobs aren't very easy to come by, and I don't have my license.
So get one.
You said...
You want to spend hours of your day in a dump like this? Who am I to judge? That's what's wrong with the world today. People don't know how to believe in their dreams anymore, or even have them. I say whatever brings you bliss, go for it.
Well, thanks for the encouragement, but you can say it. I think I'm delusional.
I already told you what I thought. Just because I don't relate to the specifics of your dream doesn't mean I don't have one. Dreams, I've got that right down to my stilettos. What?
Nothing. You just surprise me sometimes.
How?
I don't know. Here you are going on and on about dreams. I guess I never pegged you for the dreamy type.
Of course I am. Just practical about it. My sister, Georgie, she was the big believer in dreams. Plans, goals, setting yourself on a path to something. She was younger than me, but she knew she wanted to go to school in Italy when I couldn't see past the next party I was going to. It's kind of beat around, not physically, but heart-wise, and I figured if I never stopped moving, I could no longer be a target for hurt.
I can relate.
Yeah. Imagine you can. Maybe. Even when I was a little girl, I loved fashion. I would wait until I got my allowance and then rush down to the drugstore to buy copies of Bella and Couture. I would even buy the bridal magazines and just dream about what it would be like when that was my world.
I envy that. Being positive where you belong, I've always been ambivalent.
I wasn't consistent. I lost focus many times, but I never lost my desire. And then when Kate Howard, fashion icon, decides to set up shop in Port Charles, it was like kismet, which means fate, in case you didn't know. And then, of course, I get a job with her, and the rest is history in the making.
I knew it. Something told me that your ambitions didn't stop at being Kate Howard's assistant.
That's first assistant, and no, Kate's just a stepping stone.
To what, your own magazine?
There's a time I would have said no, but working at Crimson has opened up so many possibilities for me. Like, I can write. Especially about things that I'm interested in. I got to write an article on the death of espadrilles.
Sorry. Wrong pipe.
It's okay, I won't be offended if you scoff. But if you're allowed to be all enthralled with this dump, I should be allowed to care about outmoded shoe styles.
So if the ultimate goal isn't eventually owning your own magazine, what is it?
Don't laugh.
Never.
Well, I'd like to find an up-and-coming designer that I could partner with. Someone who's not completely set in their ways and still open to suggestions. We could open a design house, and I could help with the creative ideas and do the marketing. Be like being a part of something from the ground up that reflects my tastes and visions. Well, you're not laughing.
Why would I? Sounds perfect for you.
You really think I could do something like that?
I got no doubt.
You would have if you met me a couple years ago, BS, before Spinelli. He believes in me so much that it's hard for me not to believe in myself.
That's the way Lulu believes in me.
It's a good thing, right? To have someone around who has so much faith in you.
Should be.
It is. Mostly. Except part of me knows that I'm just gonna end up blowing it someday. Which is torture, really. I just wish I could light the match and get it over with.
I know exactly what you mean.